Hi everyone, just doing a quick video today talking about shifting in Wing Chun. So I've been teaching this morning my online Wing Chun class during lockdown, and we were looking at shifting and moving around the opponent or not, as the case may be. So the conversation come up, we were doing some shape drills and looking at our opening of the hips to manoeuvre, and some people have studied Wing Chun from other places and we're asking, well, in other systems the stance you shift off the centre line. Okay, so I'll step back a bit. So from here, people would say we're doing a bong style, they would shift away and move their centre offline. So if I put the tripod in the middle to represent my centre line here, they'd move themselves off the centre line and take themselves away. The idea being that you move away from the line of the energy, the line of the force coming in. So in the can't speak this morning. Now system of Wing Chun, okay, rather than moving off the line, we move the opponent off the line. So when I open my stance, I'm going to be opening, keeping my hips square to the person and still occupying the centre line. So why is it that we do this? Okay, so the idea is that obviously whichever style of Wing Chun you come from and do, the idea is that two pieces can't occupy the same space at the same time. That's general physics, isn't it? Okay, so if I can't occupy the space at the same time as them, then whoever does is probably in the advantage position because they're coming in through their structure into that position and having someone offline. So if I move around them, I've got to move my structure, I've got to move my balance around their attack. Their momentum keeps coming forward, okay, so it does move me out of the line of their attack, but I have to disrupt my balance and stuff to get around it. So if I get caught unawares and that punch lands or it's a takedown and stuff, the chances are that would be successful and put me in a position of disadvantage. Okay, the other idea being if we're in a live situation, so if you pressure test it in a sparring or live situation, you're going to find it very hard to shift your weight and manoeuvre around. Not impossible. Some people, I've seen some highly skilled people that can do it, but it becomes a lot more, it's a lot harder to do. So what we're looking at doing is disrupting their balance and shifting them offline. Okay, so the end position is still the same. Okay, at the tensile, for example, on punch here, or whether I've shifted or whether I shift them around me, the end position would look very similar. It's just how we got there. So the idea is that I want to take their centre off the line and disrupt their balance. Okay, so we talked, when I was teaching today, we talked about you think of judo, again, a similar art to Wing Chun, in that it looks to use less force and looks to use their opponent's strength against them. So if I want to hip throw someone, I'm not going to do it from out here and try and throw them over. As you know, it's bending way too much. I've not got the leverage to do it. I want to make sure I get in nice and deep and manoeuvre them over me and round. Okay, so similar. Two pieces can't occupy the space at the same time. I want to get in there, occupy the centre and manoeuvre them around me. So how does that work in Wing Chun? Well, the reason why my camera's flopping around out there today in the wind is because I wanted the tripod to show it. So if we think of the tripod as the attack, okay, so I'll set it up so you've got this bar coming through the middle. Okay, so when the attack comes in, many methods of Wing Chun will move around it. So as you can see, I'm offline. Okay, I move around their centre and I've got my strike position, which again gets my body offline. Okay, which is again a good theory in self-defense, body offline, block, counter. Okay, so it has all of those sorts of aspects running through, but I have to move my centre. I put myself potentially at a disadvantage and they're still nice and strong. Okay, if I do the same thing now, but I'm going to shift their weight around me, so I'm going to look to move their body weight around me, so I'm going to occupy it. So this is all about using your 7 bows correctly, having correct body structure here. So again, if I've now got this tripod, it's on 2 of the legs. Okay, so I'm going to let that come in towards me. As it comes in, rather than me moving around it, so moving around the object, I'm going to bring my hips forward and offline it. As you can see, I mean, I didn't necessarily want to throw it on the floor, but I'm disrupting their centre. Okay, their centre comes off their point of control and I move them around me. So I need to learn to control my centre first of all, your Sunam Tao level, learn to control your centre. Once I've got control of mine, I can then look at disrupting and controlling theirs. Okay, so I need to be able to root my energy and force down to the floor. I need to be able to root and take their energy, and as you see, I bring my hips in and let's disrupt them. Okay, so I'm bringing my centre in, controlling my weight, I link, take their energy down to the floor and disrupt them. That takes them off their centre, allows you to land your punch, hopefully that knockout blow, but if not, certainly takes them off their line so that we can keep the attacks going. I mean, in a lockdown position where you haven't got a training partner, and you haven't got a training partner to demo things with, this was the best way I could think of showing why we come off or why we don't shift around the centre. Not to say we never do, but before you shift around someone's centre, you want to make sure you've got control of their balance before you manoeuvre. That's maybe a video for a different day. But certainly here, so when the weight comes in, rather than shifting round, so rather than shifting my body weight round them to get the attack, I'm going to bring my hips forward and shift them off my line. So I absorb and take them offline so I get my attack. Okay, hopefully that explains the difference in shifting, why we don't shift around the centre unless we've got control. You have to have controlled air balance before you might have to manoeuvre around, and shows the advantages of that. We're looking to disrupt the opponent. The root of good Wing Chun is always controlling the other person's centre, and before we can do that, we need to control ours. Okay, for more in-depth knowledge on this, I mean, I'll continue to put posts up and videos up and share, but obviously my Sifu Alan Orr has got a whole online training syllabus. He's got all the information up there, everything you could want to know about Wing Chun's there. The guy's a fountain of knowledge of not just Wing Chun, but all combat sports, really. BJJ wrestling, he's been there, done it, tested it, tried it out, and understands combat inside and out. So continue to watch my videos. I hope I can help. Hit me with any messages if you've got any questions, or try and hit me. But if you also want to learn the art in depth during this lockdown period, and you obviously can't come and train with me, then check out my Sifu Alan Orr's website, where he's got a whole online syllabus for everything Wing Chun. Okay, I hope this video helped. It's been a pleasure, and enjoy your weekend.